Our gangways are on, and a little package got delivered today. And what it is my HDMI cord for the camera. This one is much better. It's extremely flexible. This is the end that goes into the camera, and the other end goes to the monitor. Now these 6 companion ways that we just put on here, that completes step 56. I'm a little bit worried though because they're so easily broken off. I'm thinking I should change my cradle so that, you know, the sides of the ship now are protected. Don't know if I can do that right now. Anyway, let's flip the page here. Okay, step 57 is we're going to start working on some guns. Looks like the 105 millimeter. That'd be a good sized gun. Maybe like a large tank gun. Anyway, see what we can do here. We are making a total of 8 guns. And as I mentioned, the 105 millimeter, well, that's probably going to be a turret about the size of or a little bigger than a real large tank gun, like the German King Tiger or something like that. But these ones over here have to make 4 this size. They're a 150 millimeter gun. Where does it say that? Oh no, the 150 we don't get down to. We're making 2 different types of 105s. Okay. And it looks like we need the R sprue and the photo etch D sheet. And as near as I can tell, all the parts we need will be on those 2 different sheets and sprues. Yeah. At the end of yesterday's video, I was talking about the fact that probably today's video was going to be a little bit shorter. And the reason being is because I was going to be going out in the evening, and I was going to cut into my very valuable model making time. But I'm thinking now, that's not really a very good way of looking at it. I went to a Christmas concert. They have it once a year, and it was really nice to see people that I hadn't seen for a long time and hear familiar songs and so on. Even though I've lost the superstition, I still like the music. And yeah, there's something about old familiar tunes that sort of bring back warm, fuzzy, feelings about when the family was all together and so on. Anyway, so that's what happened last night. I went to a Christmas concert. And yeah, and I feel kind of guilty that I was thinking that I lost my valuable model making time. My perspectives kind of got out of whack here, I think. Anyway, let's continue on and find our R sprue and our D sheet. Now, I don't know why it was that months ago we put parts of the R sprue in this tin, which is getting a layer of dust on it already because it's been in there so long. Anyway, yeah, I wonder why we did that. Must have been a reason at the time, but I can't remember what it was. Now for the D sheet, we need D13, and we probably need 4 of them. And it looks like there are 4 on one sheet. Okay. There's 4 sheets, by the way. I think we should do our plastic parts first, and then we'll get the photo etch afterwards. And there's quite a few little parts here, so Guess I better get myself organized. Okay, the R20s, we need a total of 8 of them. I'll separate these later. Okay. All right, there's our 8. Now the gun barrels, looks like we're going to need 8 12s and 8 14s. I think maybe I'll separate these later when I can do a more accurate job. Okay, just do that 4 more times. Now I do believe that we need a total of 8 of the R6, because as near as I can tell, both of these guns take R6 for a base. That was a lucky catch. Don't know if you caught that. Anyway, yeah. All right, 6 more. Now, as near as I can see here, R4 and R5 are the same on both guns. So, I guess we need a total of 8 altogether. And these parts are distinctively different enough that I don't need to worry about getting them mixed up and not being able to tell them later, except for R1 and over here R2. Now I was looking at these a few minutes ago and I can't see the difference between them. They look the same to me. You know, but there must be a difference. So when I nip these off, I am going to keep them separate or mark them maybe. And here again, R13, R15, 13, 15. It's the same on both guns. And I think again that there is enough of a difference that I'm not going to get them mixed up. Got to get the angle right here. I don't want to be nipping off anything that is actually part of the gun, or whatever this is. Not very good with my left hand. And we'll separate these out later. Probably be spending about, I'm guessing, about an hour, maybe 2, cleaning up all these little parts. There's a lot of them. Okay, now get 6 more pieces like that. Now, according to the plan here, R1 and R2, when it is this way up, the way it is right now, this is the top. So that would mean that the other side would have to be the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and put a little, no, you're not going to see the bottom. I think probably the base is going to mount right there, or pedestal, or whatever you want to call it. That would be this part right here. So this is number 1. I'm just going to make a little 1 on it. We're not going to see that anyway, and I'll know that the other one is number 2. But like I was saying, I can't tell the difference between them, but there must be, otherwise Trumpeter would have, not separated them like that. Okay, just do that on the other 3 sprues, and then I got something I want to show you that's kind of interesting. And what is it that is so interesting? Well, we now have 4 more little pictures that we can hang on the wall, because these sprues are emptied out. Now, photo etch D13. Gonna need, I think 8 of them. Now I stand corrected here. If each turret takes 2 barrels, and there's 8 turrets, so that's 16 barrels, and each barrel takes one of these pieces of photo etch, we need 16 of these, not 8. And the last one. Well, I guess it's the last one for this sheet, but we need more pieces yet. We need 11 more number 13s, and I'm just going to go ahead and get them here. We've done enough fooling around with the macro lens and the super macro. Well, coffee's almost gone here. A few sips left. And I'm probably going to be spending the rest of the afternoon now just getting the flashing and what have you off of these pieces. There's a lot of them. I didn't count them. Speaking of counting, I know that somebody's probably counting these right now, and they're going to say, Ron, there's 17 in there. You only needed 16. Well, we got an extra one. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll get some of these pieces glued together.